Her name was Aya. So Aya lived quite an ordinary life. So one late night, scrolling through random forums, she found a post titled Hitori Kakurenbo Experience. The doll moved on its own. Aya's hands were trembling as she scrolled, but she was so curious, she couldn't look away. The next day, she gathered everything she needed. And as night fell, the doll stopped feeling like a toy. It sat there on her desk, and its black plastic eyes were glinting faintly in the dark, like it was staring at her. She threaded the needle with red string, her hands trembling, and began to stitch the doll shut. And strangely, with every pull of the thread, she felt like she heard noises. And when it was finally done, the doll didn't look the same anymore. Just minutes ago, it was just a toy. Now, it felt alive. That night, the clock crept toward 3 a.m. The lights were out, and the only glow came from the TV in the corner. With shaking hands, Aya carried the doll into the bathroom. She lowered the doll into the sink filled with water. And when the second hand hit exactly 3 a.m., Aya bit her lip and whispered, "The first seeker is Aya." She went back to the living room and began counting. She slowly forced herself back toward the bathroom, and the moment she opened the door, she felt something was different. Now she had to stab the doll. "Tomoka, I found you." And she stabbed it hard in the stomach. But the sound didn't just resemble tearing cloth. To her ears, for some reason, it was like a child's muffled whimper. The TV in the living room erupted, static roaring louder than before. The shadows in the hallway seemed to twist, like the house itself was moving. She grabbed the cup of salt water and bolted. Aya kept the salt water pressed in her mouth, just like the ritual demanded. And in that moment, she heard a noise. It was the soft sound of footsteps, slow. She darted into her room, slammed the door shut, and locked it. Then she crawled under her bed, curling herself into the shadows. And now the TV changed too. The static wasn't just static anymore. There was a laugh, and then the doorknob rattled, and the door creaked, just a fraction of an inch, enough to make every hair on her body stand on end. Then, from inside the room, the light switched, and then she saw something coming down and crawling toward her.